She smiled sweetly, sewed lace on dresses, and quietly poisoned her entire family for insurance money. This is the forgotten tale of Martha Needle, the Merry Widow of Melbourne. In the 1890s, Melbourne was booming: wealth, gold, and industry. And inside a quiet suburban cottage lived Martha Needle. Neighbors saw her as devoted, a hard-working seamstress, a loving wife and mother. But in 1891, tragedy struck. Her husband, Henry Needle, died suddenly after a brief illness. He left behind a small life insurance payout. People whispered, but grief excused suspicion. Then, one by one, her 3 young daughters grew mysteriously ill: fever, vomiting, collapse. Each one died, and each death brought Martha another insurance payment. Within 2 years, her husband and all 3 children were dead. Martha buried them side by side. The town called her unlucky. No one dared call her a killer. After the funerals, Martha reinvented herself. She grew close to Otto Junkin, a local engineer. They became engaged, but his family disapproved. Otto's 2 brothers openly questioned Martha's character. Then the brothers began falling violently ill. Doctors suspected typhoid. But when both men died weeks apart, police quietly ordered their stomachs tested. They were loaded with arsenic. Investigators exhumed the graves of Martha's husband and children. Every body contained lethal doses of arsenic. Police searched her house and found a tin of arsenic hidden behind flour sacks in the kitchen. She'd been buying small amounts at local chemists under false names, just enough each time to avoid suspicion. The motive was money. Each victim carried life insurance or would have cleared Martha's path to Otto's family fortune. Even her own children had become stepping stones to cash. In 1894, Martha Needle stood trial for the murders. The press branded her the Merry Widow, mocking her calm, pleasant demeanor in the courtroom. Prosecutors called her a black widow who killed as neatly as she stitched her dresses. The jury convicted her after just 45 minutes of deliberation. She was sentenced to death by hanging. On October 22, 1894, Martha Needle was executed at Melbourne Jail. She was 31 years old, and she had left a trail of graves and insurance payouts behind her. She killed her husband, her children, and her lover's brothers. Not in rage, not in madness, but for money. To her family was currency. Love was leverage, and life was negotiable. In Melbourne, her name still drifts like a whisper through the archives. The Merry Widow who proved that sometimes, greed doesn't just kill. It raises the children's coffins one by one. Dead money, where greed kills.